for the US.
You are now tuned in to the Distilled Nightlife Podcast.
1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. Start a little trouble, we kick 'em out the door. 5 shot, 6 shot, 7 shot, 8. Everybody feeling great, and it's getting kinda late. These are tales from the bar, tales from the bar, tales from the bar, tales from the bar. 9 shot, 10 shot, 11 too far. Now it's last call, everybody out, y'all.
So where is, you know what? I hate this.
Hi, Phil.
No. I feel so pretty and witty.
And gay.
You're definitely gay. Oh shit!
Here we are again.
Oh shit.
The
Here
best
we
part
go
of your
again.
the best part of your every other Thursday. Looking at our Three Stooges mugs.
I'm on the podcast. I can't find the podcast right now.
It takes a minute. It's like a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
You're a delay.
That's a word for it.
Episode 3, Distilled Nightlife Podcast. I am Diggs, joined by Mitch the Bunny
Hell yeah.
and Jackrabbit Phil.
Okay.
I don't know. It's something that
You just ran out. That's fine.
I ran out of ideas.
Could have been Henry
That's
Hammerdick.
Could have been what?
Henry Hammerdick.
I'd just be disappointing everybody. It's okay.
Episode tonight. We're talking Prohibition in a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to be poisoned
Several
Right.
times. Several times.
several times. We've got miscellaneous beverage that smells like antifreeze. And
Yes.
we've got Jello
Baby sharks.
and baby sharks and dinosaurs.
I thought it was a ghost.
Oh, boy.
Oh, before we get going, we're going to kick it off and thank our sponsor, the Asylum Radio Network, bringing all the rock and roll worldwide to you guys live on the 365 app and the asylumradionetwork.com. I actually had the pleasure of going out there this past weekend, hanging out with them, doing the Rock and Pod convention from the fairgrounds in Nashville.
That's fun. I know it makes sense to segue right into that.
Yep.
But
Well, I
this
know-
is gonna
I know
be
you want-
terrible, and I don't have a beverage. So can we move on to that real quick, and then we'll do your
So we'll do me, then we'll do the weekend at the bar, and
yeah. But we'll do
We'll
the
do
drink
drink of the
first.
show?
Yeah,
Austin.
Just Papa's thirsty.
We do have a little graphic in there for it.
We do. Our drink of the show is monkey gland.
I don't like this.
This cocktail was invented in 1920s by Harry Macalone, who was considered one of the greatest early European bartenders. He is credited with inventing a few classics like White Lady, Monkey Gland, and Between the Sheets. He's also recognized for being the first to record other classics like Sidecar, Boulevardier, and Old Pal. However, the name for the cocktail comes from a French-Russian surgeon, Dr. Serge Voronov. Dr. Voronov was theorized that transplanting animal body parts into other people would strengthen and rejuvenate his subjects. He was particularly interested in animal testicles, believing mental and physical issues resulted from poor sexual vigor.
What the fuck are we drinking?
What is in this glass?
Monkey testicles.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
I kind of don't want to see where you're going.
Seeing how chimpanzees were biologically very similar, he grafted monkey testicles onto patients' scrotums with the theory that it would bring back sexual vigor, depleting eyesight, memory loss, and even cure schizophrenia.
Some good balls.
The surgeries became so popular that he had 45 doctors under him
Good God.
What the?
enacting these surgeries. It got so popular to the point to keep up with these surgeries, he decided to purchase his own monkey farm in 1923.
And this is in Europe, you said.
This was in Europe, yes.
Phil has no words.
So tell
I'm
me what
thirsty.
you think of monkey gland.
Oh boy. I'm gonna tell you right off the description. I don't like it. What you told us is in it. I don't like it. I was told it smells bad. I haven't
Smells
sniffed
like
yet.
licorice.
I'll say grapefruit juice.
It's delicious.
You ready?
No.
Here we go.
Oh, that's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It smells worse than it tastes.
Oh, way worse.
Yeah, that's
way
what she
worse.
said.
I don't have the words.
Oh
It doesn't taste great.
no, it's
It
definitely,
definitely doesn't give
bad.
me monkey scrotum vibes. So we're doing something right.
Well, have you tried them? I'm just curious.
I might give you monkey scrotum.
Honestly, if they taste like this, I'd eat a plate of them.
What, monkey scrotums?
If they tasted like this, yeah,
After a few more of these, you might just eat them anyway.
probably.
What's the percent of alcohol in this one?
It's 25 to 28%.
And you said there was gin.
There's gin,
Okay.
orange juice.
Monkey cum.
There is grenadine and absinthe.
The fuck is absinthe?
It's a wormwood liqueur.
Shut up and drink it.
Gives you that black licorice flavor and smell.
Yeah, so it's that and the orange juice is all I can smell kind of combined together. Not a orange yet. Yeah, orange juice. I thought I said apple. It's been a long day. I don't hate this. I don't love this.
It's better than.
It's not one that you would order.
It's better than 3 of our Christmas drinks.
You did a much better job mixing these in the Christmas episode.
Straight off the instructions
And
on the internet.
there's no fucking butter.
Listen,
And I'm not spilling it on myself.
I followed the recipe. All right.
No, you didn't. You
Yeah,
had a
I
better
followed
recipe.
it. It's separated. That's not my fault.
It's kind of your fault.
It was fine when I made it, and then we left it for half an hour. All right. Okay.
Rate it.
Yeah, no, fuck. What do we rate them out of 5 or
Out
10?
of 5.
5 out of 5. I think. Well, we've only done 2. Last week was the better of the 2 that we've done.
Yeah, we need more of those. Those were good.
Last week was the Baja Blast.
This isn't bad. It's not something I would order. It's not something I would ever want to drink again, but if somebody handed it to me, I'd do it. And it's not, it definitely tastes better than it smells. I'll give it a 3. I'll go right in the middle.
Just had to get it over with.
Oh, okay. So what would you give it?
Well, I didn't gag. That's a good thing. The puke bucket's still empty. That's good.
Yeah, we're going on 3 weeks.
Wait till next week. Crawl.
Oh, yeah.
I give it a 4, actually.
Really?
Not one that I would order, but
If somebody handed it to you,
I drank it.
you wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be appalled.
Yeah.
I give it a 4.
I give it a 3. Yeah, right in the middle. Yeah.
I'm going to stick with a 3. I just can't get over that licorice taste. It's almost like a Jaeger. And
I'm focusing on the orange juice.
yeah.
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 Yeah. 'Cause I hate black licorice. Focusing on the orange juice.
There was this kid in high school. He had the nickname Black Licorice, and I believe the gym teacher asked me why everybody calls him that, and it was because nobody liked him.
Yeah.
Woof.
Big woof.
Big woof. So before anybody judges us, we're wearing these ears because it's our Easter special.
We were forced by gunpoint.
We were forced.
I wasn't forced.
It was
Yes,
your
you are.
wife.
You're married to her. You were forced.
Your wife gave us the things and said we had to wear them. Austin's wearing them. You can't even see them.
I thought it was a funny idea.
It's not a bad idea. It's just
It's Easter show.
when you add the headphones, it just feels funny. Anyway,
You could put them in front of the headphones.
didn't I?
No, you put them on top of your headphones. Or your headphones on top of the.
Through your headphones.
Buy you some new bunny headphones just for the episode.
Oh, it's behind the ear. Yeah,
That's
I
why.
see what
So-
happened.
It feels a little better now.
No. No. Anyway, go. So you were in Nashville.
I was in Nashville. I was with the Asylum Radio Network at Rock and Pod, interviewing some musicians. I will never fly Southwest again. Southwest is open seating, so when you go there, it's a free for all. When you go into your when they call your letter to board,
Were you in the last group?
yes. And I don't fly easy. I'm very nervous flyer, So thanks to a friend who gave me some wonderful edibles, I was a little more calm. But it's weird when you walk on the plane and everyone's got the window seat or the aisle seat, and just the middle seat's open.
Just go sit down and shit your pants immediately.
I'm not Cody.
That'll clear the aisle.
No, you establish dominance as soon as you sit down.
So yeah, I won't fly Southwest. Nashville, for what I saw, was fun.
Do you have a straight shot? Or do you have a layover?
Straight shot.
Both ways?
Yes.
That's nice.
Little delay in the airport coming home, but still made it home, which was nice in one piece. Landed in Nashville, got shuttled right off to a concert. Met Diego out at the concert.
Well, where was the concert?
At a Top Golf.
Sure.
Everyone lives in Boston.
We have one of those in Canton.
Excuse me.
Wherever.
Yeah, it's in Canton.
It's close enough to Boston.
And yeah, sure.
They probably call it Top Golf Boston.
I think
Probably do. Got shuttled off to a concert right as I got off the plane.
It's the monkey gland.
It is.
Thought I was supposed to cure schizophrenia.
He's regressing.
He needs more.
Oh, Rockin' Pod was fun. Interviewing a bunch of bands out there, and that's about it. It was a busy working weekend
Where are the fairgrounds?
right in Nashville.
You got a side. You got a.
I got nothing.
Was it near the water? Was it near the Titan Stadium?
No, it was not.
Was it the other side of
It
Nashville?
was near the soccer stadium.
There's a soccer stadium.
There's a soccer stadium.
I'm gonna bet that's on the other side, unless it's the Bridgestone Arena.
No, it wasn't Bridgestone Arena.
No, was it close to that?
I don't think so.
And I have no idea where you went. I only went to a very specific section of Nashville, and if I traveled outside of that, I got lost. When you're in the same area for 7 days, you go somewhere else, you don't know where you are. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I get that.
Geography lessons by Phil.
Yeah, I was carted around and chauffeured around by Diego. Stayed at his place. It was great hospitality from them. Nashville is full of very, very friendly people, though, as opposed to up here.
Yeah.
The atmosphere. When I got into the first concert, it was high fives and hugs, and fucking it was Diego's birthday show, so they greeted me with cake.
My first night in Nashville,
this isn't about you.
We got into a fight.
Well,
A verbal argument, but it was real close.
That wasn't your fault, though. That was your travel partner.
Yeah.
Overall, it was fun. Good weekend. Good connections. Good networking. And a big thank you to the Asylum Radio Network for having me out there.
This one's for you, Diego. Cheers.
The only one who hasn't finished it.
Yeah, why haven't you finished it?
It's the only beverage I have. All right. I've got this in water, so
We got fucking Jello shots, right?
Jello shots. Anything going down at the bar the past couple of weekends since the last show?
No.
no. I was so excited Saturday night. We had a suspicion this one guy was doing nips.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who don't know what a nip is, it's a small little bit of alcohol. Some of you call them shooters. You're wrong. They're nips. We'll cover that in another episode. That'll be my next time, 5 minutes of Phil. Why idiots that call them shooters are wrong. But yeah, this one kid we thought was doing nips because he went to the bathroom like 5 times in 20 minutes. You either A, are doing something you shouldn't be, or B, should be at a doctor. There's no in between. And he never ordered a drink, which is suspicious in and of itself. And then I watched him. I think he was trying to pass it off like he was hitting a vape, but I watched the hand come up and then down, and then he did a little wipe. I'm like, I got you, you son of a bitch. So I walked up behind him, and as I got close to him, he dropped it on the ground and kicked it. I'm like, hey, you need to leave now. Well, what'd I do? You're doing nips. Well, what? I'm like, yeah, we've already suspected it was you, and we keep finding them on the ground. Well, what flavor? I go, I don't know, mint. He goes, well, that one was great. And I go, thank you for admitting it. Now get out. Whether or not, I says, this isn't, you're not getting pulled over for maybe running a red light or speeding. Like, you're leaving, but you just confirmed it anyway. Thank you, get out. And then all of his friends came over and thanked me because he wasn't invited to go out with them. So, burp.
What about the somebody run into a telephone pole?
Okay.
That was before I got there.
Yeah, that was before we all got there.
Oh, no kidding.
Some dude in a, I think it was a Tundra, a fairly new Tundra, trying to show off, fucking trying to peel out down Middle Street and lost control, and smacked into a telephone pole.
Love it.
Hit it hard enough to like partially knock the pole over. Truck's done. Truck's fucking totaled. There's no way that thing survived.
I hope it was Daddy's truck. Oh.
I don't know.
All right.
So that was Nashville,
That was
weekend
Nashville.
of the bar,
April 25th,
April 25th.
next Friday.
It's 8 days.
It's our first annual bar crawl. What did Ashley call it? What did the wife call it?
Oh, poor decisions.
Poor decisions.
Poor decisions. bar crawl.
Or decisions on the bar crawl.
Decisions bar crawl. I don't hate it. Would have been a good name for the podcast.
Would have been, but we didn't think about it.
Poor P-O-U-R decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not changing the name again.
Yeah, we already did that one.
We're not doing that
No,
shit
we can't
again.
do it again.
We're too far in.
So 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Are we doing?
That's what the
That's-
flyer says.
That's when it's starting, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
7 o'clock
Gillis.
at Gillis
Gillis.
Family Tavern, the old Lucioso's, downtown Plymouth. We're gonna bounce around. We're gonna start there. We're gonna have some drinks. Well, we're gonna have one. People can have whatever they can handle. And we're gonna bounce around to a few of the bars on the south side of downtown.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna end at good old fashioned Main Street.
The only place that will allow us in at that time.
Yes.
In our state of mind.
Yes. It's a safe place for us. For us. Not for everybody else, but definitely for us.
It's definitely our state.
Um,
I'm trying to find the list of the bars we're going to.
You just go to Facebook.
yeah. So I believe the list was Lucioso's, Proof 22, Brewster Bar, Speedwell, BBC, and Main Street.
In that particular order.
I believe yes, because that makes a loop. I like loops; they're very easy to keep track of. Plus, that limits how many times we have to cross the street.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So also with this, we're getting one drink assigned to us
That's us. Yes,
that we will have at every bar,
yes.
judging on quality, service,
Bar atmosphere.
bar atmosphere, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that pretty much covers.
That'll be like the first two, and then Diggs will be drunk with the third bar.
You're
Diggs
fucking.
Diggs will be drunk by the first bar. Let's be honest
I'm
here.
gonna pregame at Main Street before.
No, you're not, because you can't handle regular gaming. You can't pregame. There's no stretching for drinking. All right, you're just gonna do it.
I'm just gonna jump in and go.
Dead by 9. Well, with the reason there's an ambulance downtown, and it's because Diggs had a second to drink.
Do we know what everybody's drinking?
No, waiting for the ladies to pull them.
Are they
Oh, there they are.
waiting?
Yes, they are.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da.
The ladies are here with the drinks, and they're gonna pull our drinks for us. Phil, you're up.
I'm up. Wait, I gotta pick my own.
No, they're picking for you.
Yeah. Oh crap.
We need a drum roll.
I hope it's duck fart so bad.
I hope Lisa's watching. What is it, Em?
An adios, motherfucker, whatever the fuck.
Oh no!
Adios, motherfucker.
Who's next?
It would be Diggs. Diggs is next. I don't know.
We should
I'm
Google
not-
these, Austin, to find out what's what.
Probably should.
AMFs are a 1 ounce of everything.
Give me Dirty Shirley.
Jeff and I drank these once at Boston Tavern. They were not bad.
They're actually pretty good.
Motherfucker, you got what you asked for. Dirty
Yes.
Shirley.
Are you kidding me?
That's fucking great.
We put a toddler drink in the mix.
Because I'm a fucking toddler.
Who's next?
I guess it'd be me.
Mitchell.
That's the nice little.
I'm gonna get the fucking duck.
I like
fart,
the
aren't
music.
Fucking hope so.
Sex on the beach.
All right.
Sex on the
All right,
beach.
all right.
All right.
So far, Phil's the only one with the odd one.
So we're drinking real booze, and you're getting grenadine. All right, what's Austin getting?
Just means I'll be sober.
Duck fart. Duck fart.
Duck fart!
What is a duck fart?
Oh, God.
Great question.
We're gonna find out right now. Oh,
Thank you, ladies.
God.
thank you.
Please
You
tell me it's
Fantastic.
not whiskey.
It's a shot. I can tell you that much. I remember that.
Oh, so you're gonna You'll be fine. Diggs will still be
duck-
drunk by the third.
A duck fart is a layered shot that typically contains Kahlua coffee liqueur, Bailey's Irish cream, and Crown Royal Canadian whiskey. The Bailey's floats on top of the Kahlua, and the whiskey floats on top of the Bailey's. Some say it's similar to a B-52 shot, which uses Grand Marnier or whatever the fuck it's called instead of whiskey.
There is only one bar where you're going to get this is a layered shot, and it's only going to be because we bully Lisa into making it right.
Lisa picked
100%.
Lisa
Which
picked
is-
the drinks.
So we're gonna go to Lucio, or we're gonna go to Gillis. They're not gonna layer it. It'll come all already mixed. But when we go to Main Street, if it comes mixed, you're making it again.
Oh, is this a popular drink?
I have never heard of
I've
it.
never heard of it either. I'm gonna have to tell people exactly what is in this.
Just screenshot it. and keep it in
We'll
your-
bring note cards and just
Yes.
hand it to them.
Phil, what's yours?
I'm not.
Adios, motherfucker.
I'm not mad about the Sex on the Beach, but I was kind of hoping for liquid marijuana.
Sex on the Beach. That's pretty normal. I think
Yeah.
there is one bar we're going to. I don't think we're going to be able to get any of these. They don't really have a full bar like they have options for days, but I don't think we're going to be able to get the picked drinks. So what I want to do when we get to there is do a specialty drink because they have a lot of those
It's fair.
and they're all really good.
It's like McDonald's secret menu. You got to make it yourself.
Yeah. Mine's everything.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
everything.
1 ounce of everything.
Yeah.
That's
A tablespoon of tequila, tablespoon of blue Curaçao.
Curacao.
Curacao.
Thank you. Tablespoon of vodka, rum, gin, sweet and sour mix, lemon lime soda, and cherry. 1 piece of cherry.
1 piece of cherry.
This is 1 piece.
Is that
One
like-
piece of
Is it
cherry.
like,
yeah,
is it
do
like
they
a
cut it?
singular cherry or do they cut it into
Just a piece.
It
of
says
cherry.
piece.
just like a sliver of a
It could,
cherry?
it
Get
could be
it.
the stem for
Yeah.
all you care
It's
about.
Garnish.
Rimmer.
This is gonna be
It's gonna be something.
Diggs will still be dead by the second bar.
With a dirty Shirley? Nah. I'll be straight.
I'm spiking his drink.
That's yours.
Yeah, no, I know mine's pretty. Yeah,
Hey,
it's gonna
it
hurt.
fits you.
It's gonna hurt.
All right, we got our drinks October. August. No fucking April.
April 25th,
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Gillis.
Try to keep picking different months.
Gillis
so you can
Family
say it.
Tavern. I believe Emily got us a reservation, so we can at least go and get
Get food
food.
first.
Because you're going to need it.
I am not going to need it with this.
I'm going to need it.
We're all gonna need it.
Austin's
going
going to need it.
The only one who's not going to need it is Diggs. Thankfully, you said your wife might come. At least one of the two of them can hang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well played.
Thank you.
Well played.
All right, Phil, you're up.
Phil in 5.
Phil in 5. So we're not. No. We're gonna cover Prohibition and then.
I'm gonna do like a brief synopsis and then go into your shit.
All right. So my Phil in 5. I'm not doing 5 minutes of it today. Since we're covering Prohibition as a
That's what he tells Emily.
yes. So since we're covering Prohibition as an overall topic, I wanted to complain about speakeasies. And the modern day speakeasy is, oh, I've got this room. Come and give me a password that I've told everybody on the planet, and you can order these fancy drinks you're going to overpay for. And I hate them, and it's dumb. There was a one here in East Bridgewater over Christmas, either this past year or the year before, where they was like Edgar Allan Poe themed, and it was in the paper. Come to this place, pay this much money, and we'll read you Edgar Allan Poe poems or stories or whatever we're calling them, and give you drinks based on the theme of this story. And it's dumb. That's not a speakeasy. That's an event. And then you've got G Pub has a speakeasy. No, they don't. It's not a speakeasy because everybody knows about it. Speakeasies were meant to hide from the police and then get your party on. They weren't widely advertised to everybody just to come and pay overpriced drink prices for the atmosphere. Like, I don't even know what you like. I'm gonna go to a bar and I'm still gonna pay overpriced for drinks, but I'm gonna do it at a bar where I know what I'm doing is drinking. I don't need to get a passcode to get in that everybody knows. They're dumb and I hate them. stop trying to bring things from history back. All right. You didn't like it before it was cool. Nobody liked it before they were cool. They just did it because America has a drinking problem, which kind of also ties into Prohibition.
Jello shot.
Jello shot?
Which one do you want to we'll start with?
Jello shot?
Jello shot? Are we doing the same one each time?
As well.
So we have, yeah, that's my fill in 5. We have Jello shots, and there are 3 different flavors. And do you know what they are?
I do.
Only Mitch knows the flavors. I know that my green one is tied to his yellow one. My blue one is tied to his orange one. And the purple one is
Thanks, Brett.
keto friendly.
Keto friendly drinks next week.
Oh God.
He's trying to help me so I don't die of diabetes.
Will you be filming this pub crawl? The idea
As much as we can.
is that my father or my brother?
Your father. Your brother.
Dad,
your brother never chimes in.
No, but they're both Russell Gray.
I know.
So on Facebook, I know my dad is Russ. The idea is to film them. We are waiting. What is with the bunny ears, Mom? If you listened, it was our Easter.
Got mom and dad on there.
Mom and dad. Jeez.
One on the YouTubes and one on the Facebooks.
Disappoint them at the same time.
They know what they made. They just weren't expecting to. I don't even remember what I was saying.
Kind of counted.
The idea is to film Jello shots. Let's do it. I need a shot.
I'm going green.
All right, then green and yellow, everybody. That's a UV cake and orange.
Can we pick a different color?
No.
Why does everything have orange in it today? Oh my God. Why is it?
Oh.
I'm already not a fan. Okay. Did I get it? Nope.
Oh, that's awful.
It's not terrible.
Your dad said blessed with 2.
It was UV cake and orange?
Yeah.
You don't
hate it?
I don't hate it. I don't know how I feel about it.
Would you prefer that? Would you prefer
Are you
that
good?
or
I
another
like it,
monkey
but-
gland?
Why we get any more?
He wants more monkey gland.
I don't know. That was good, but it's very weird. UV cake was never a big one for me. It was ugh. Anyway, so tonight we're talking about Prohibition. Something that opened the doors for a whole bunch of different things, a lot of strange things,
Yep.
a lot of dumb things like Prohibition.
Just in itself is
Just
dumb.
in and of itself was dumb, and I get the reasoning for it, and I get time periods are different and things change, and if they tried to do it now, we'd murder, we'd storm the Capitol as a nation, not as a group of idiots. So Prohibition started January 16th of 1919, but there was a build up to it. So the build up was historically men would get real drunk and then get real violent and aggressive and beat their wives, and women hated it for good reason, right? I'm not saying any of that is okay, but women didn't have a voice. They didn't have the right to vote. So what they would do is go to these bars that they weren't going in. What do you want me to close the door? Loud noises. I don't think it worked. So what they would do is they'd go to these bars, and when they weren't let in, they would have their Bibles with them, and they would get down on their hands and knees and start praying and trying to pray the demon away. And it eventually picked up, and Dry America had a movement, and the 18th Amendment was passed again, January 16th, 1919, where they outlawed everything but the consumption of alcohol. You could not sell it. You could not buy it. You could not produce it. You could not transport it, but you could drink it. Which opened the way to a whole bunch of weird things. You know, breweries and distilleries had to stop functioning. Bars had to close down. You guys are kind of covering what happens in that period.
Rude.
Less than, I believe it was less than a year later. I don't know the date on this one, but less than a year later, the 19th Amendment passed women's suffrage. They get the right to vote. And a lot of women celebrated their new equality by going to the speakeasies and all the backdoor places that everyone was drinking and drinking profusely with the men. Prohibition outlawing the sale of alcohol just made it so it was rarer, so it was a bigger commodity, and only so many people could. People still did drink. It didn't really. It cut down how much, but it just made it harder to do. Which it's like telling a kid, "Hey, man, don't sneak out of your house." They're gonna do it. They're gonna find crafty ways to do it. Or, "Hey, kid, don't do this." They're still gonna do it. They're just gonna get better at not getting caught. And that's what happened. The government at the time made a police force of 1,500 people to deal with prohibition for the country. That's not a lot. And what am I reading?
Get on with the ice cream chips
and the cheese. But we'll get there, Ashley. Calm down.
That's in part 2 for a different episode.
As of now.
Next time on.
Prohibition and blah blah blah. Alcohol is illegal. You're covering the bricks. He's covering the cheese and the ice cream.
Spoiler.
Yeah. She already said get to the cheese and ice cream, so we're covered on that. Yeah, women got the right to vote. Then they started drinking with the men. I'm trying to remember the quick history that ties into what you guys are doing, and I can't. So I'm going to just jump to NASCAR. So moonshine, right? People started making their own booze in the mountains and using streams and stills, and they called it moonshine. And they had to transport moonshine from where they made it to where it was going to the consumer, and they would strip down cars and fill them full of their homemade booze and run them to where they were going while running away from the police. And in the 30s, when prohibition was lifted, right? 33, when prohibition was lifted, they still did it, but instead of running from the police, they ran from the IRS. And don't we all run from the IRS? That eventually changed in the mid to late 40s when racing became the big thing. NASCAR was, I believe, invented in 1948, started in the 1930s with the moonshiners, with their stripped down cars racing for profit, which was changing with the times. Just the same thing that the bars and distilleries did, which Mitch is going to cover.
Which led to NASCAR, Fast and Furious, everything we all love.
No, I think Fast and Furious kind of has a slightly different route. I don't see a Corona or family on the table.
Wear your Crocs.
They're too far to reach.
You're telling me Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow. Did it light up? Can they see it?
It did. Yes.
Yeah. No, Cars is Disney made a movie. It's a wonderful movie. It's a great movie. It's the best movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Cars. There's 5 movies in the Cars series, and I don't care what anybody says. You've got Cars, Cars 2, Cars 3, Planes, Fire and Rescue. All of them, not the second one. Gold. Cars 2 stupid. I don't like it. Cars 1, I'm a race car. Ooh, I'm an independent. I don't need no mans. Oh man, I have a family now. Yay. Good movie. Cars 3, the old man, my dad died, and I don't know how to deal with it. But now I met his dad, and I'm happy. Not actually, whatever. You've all seen it. I don't care. You have kids. You've seen it because I believe you have. Cars 1, Cars 3, great movies. Car 2, I'm going to be in a World Cup, and my tow truck is going to be a government agent. No.
You don't have kids, right?
No.
How old were you when Planes came out?
We were still in college.
He's got a poster of it on his wall in his bedroom.
No, I had a DVD. I remember one night I had a last-minute assignment the night into picking classes. So I stayed up all night doing it. I put Planes on in the background. I'm doing my assignment. I'm watching the movie. And then it was like 5 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, I can schedule for classes. Hardwired my laptop, scheduled for classes, went to bed. Worked out pretty well. Don't judge me.
Prohibition.
You're wearing bunny ears. All right. Who's silly now?
Yours, what happened?
They fell off, and
They're
I'm
right
okay
there.
with it. I'm
Uh,
not picking them up.
You put it up and it fell.
Ah,
thought.
damn it.
Interrupt with another Jello shot or keep going?
Yeah. No,
Yellow shot.
Let's rip another Jello shot.
Which one are we doing?
Which one?
Purple.
Purple is Pinnacle Key Lime and Watermelon.
You had me with the key lime. But you lost me with the watermelon.
What were these molded out of?
Right? I was thinking this.
It's an ice cube tray.
Oh, it's just a nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was like shapes, like we
No.
had dinosaurs or.
No.
There was a hair in mine.
Probably. Could be mine.
There's a few hairs in mine.
Sprinkled in some pubes for texture.
Those are the pubes.
That's the monkeys.
That's the monkey gland. Oh,
Oh, gross.
I like
Anyway.
that one way better.
oh, nobody else is covering this part. I'll cover this part for a little bit.
So for the next 24 minutes, it's going to be Phil.
Yeah.
No,
On part 2 of Prohibition, Diggs and Mitch get to talk.
This will be my last thing, and then Diggs can butcher his thing, and then Mitch can talk about what the ladies want to hear. Yeah, so because of Prohibition, and there being an uptick in the want for alcohol that you can't get in the States, because again, it was illegal to buy and or sell. There's a rise in gang violence. A lot of it in Chicago, Detroit, New York, and Cleveland, I believe it was.
You don't say.
Yeah. Organized crime had always been around, but Prohibition gave organized crime a chance to flourish and really expand. And they were the ones that were driving trucks across the Great Lakes I know what I said, driving trucks across the Great Lakes when they froze to go into Canada and get booze and then drive it back without getting caught. And I don't know how you can get a Model A across the Great Lake and not get caught, but I could see that fucker coming a mile away.
It's a big lake.
It's a big,
It's a lot of lake.
it's a big lake. It's a big lake, but you go, that's a lake. That's a truck.
I'm not following that. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I'll wait till he gets back over here.
Exactly.
But yeah, it led to gang violence, Al Capone, booze, got him on taxes. Anyway, yours is fun, so you can cover the boring part. My part, my idea, the thing I brought it's okay.
You can go for it.
I don't know. No.
No, I have
No,
to.
no,
I have
it's
to cover it. Start it. Go ahead.
No, I'm not doing
fucking
it.
do it. Start it. Go ahead, because you're gonna do it anyway.
I'm not. I'm gonna stay quiet.
We'll come back to Phil. I think we've had too much of Phil so far.
Yeah, go ahead, Diggs.
Excuse me.
Because I'm not as versed in Prohibition as you two. I have bullet points.
That's fine.
Fortunately, I take my glasses off to read it. 'Cause I'm that old.
I also have bullet points.
Well,
'cause I
you
can't
wait.
remember.
Why do you got to read the bullet? Weren't you around for Prohibition, Grandpa?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Do you need a nappy?
I do need a fucking nap. Or a shooter.
I'll stab you.
So I'm covering near beer and grape bricks. I know Phil's going to chime in on near beer because he just can't shut his mouth because it's the one he wanted to bring to the table.
No, grape bricks actually were the ones that I brought up originally. Near beer was Mitch.
I think
He's
you're
got
lying.
Alzheimer's.
No, he's actually right. It was the Great Bricks he brought up.
I didn't know what near beer was until he explained it last time.
Oh. Well, then we're going to go on grape bricks
That's fine.
first. They were concentrated blocks of grape juice extract, usually made from California wine grapes and sold for juice purposes only. They had a very interesting, bold warning label. Do not dissolve in a gallon of water. Store in a cool, dark place for 21 days, or it may ferment into wine.
With sugar.
They put that on the warning label.
Yeah.
Like,
They
oh no.
they put it on the warning
Don't
label.
do this.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't do this
Because now you're
going to
have wine and you're going to get drunk now.
And if
Oh,
you
right.
do this in this step,
So
you
it's
will
like
make wine.
It's a how-to, but not to do.
Babies aren't dishwasher safe. Got it.
Well,
Wow.
I think
We just took a turn.
I think it was Coors that did the same thing when they found out that people were just making their own stuff at home. They sold a barley malt mix They sold the ingredients to make your own beer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now we have kits
But if you-
that
if you-
anybody can buy.
Yeah, if you buy it and make your own beer, I don't know what you're going to buy this for, but if you're making your own beer, oh no, how am I supposed to stop you?
So obviously, Great Bricks became insanely popular throughout this time. Welch's and California growers made a fortune during Prohibition, not in spite of it, but because of it.
Yes.
Because, well, if it's going to ferment and going to get wine out of it, why the fuck not? It's estimated that by the late 20s, home winemaking had exploded, and talking millions of gallons of accidental wine.
Do you guys know anyone who's made their own homemade wine?
Wine, no.
I haven't been to prison.
It's Prino.
If you do it wrong, it will explode.
Really? We me and my buddy, we made some beer and we decided to make a chocolate stout. We didn't take into account the chocolate syrup that went into the bottles when we packaged and fermented them. And so he tried opening one off the edge of a table and it bottle rocketed right into his eye, gave himself a black eye.
My late uncle used to make his own beer and wine, and I think it was wine that this happened with, but I think it also happened with a beer where he had it under pressure, did the math wrong, and it exploded in the living room. My aunt was not happy. Not happy at all.
Carry on.
Yeah. No,
Nope, I was just going to end with it was quietly made in bathtubs.
better than toilets.
Yes. And then, do you have anything else to add to Great Bricks before I move on?
No, that's. Go ahead.
No. Are you upset?
I'm not. That's really all there was to
Okay.
Great Bricks. It's just a way to skirt around.
Just want to make sure that you're not crying.
I'm not crying.
Just upset you covered everything.
He's like, damn it, Diggs, you did your research.
He forgot the sugar.
It didn't say sugar.
It did say sugar in that.
Shut up. Near beer, basically breweries took regular beer and removed it with almost all the removed almost all the alcohol, bringing it under 0.5%.
Oh, so non-alcoholic.
Yeah, it's a
Because
non-alcoholic,
isn't that the you can sell things with alcohol as long as it's less than
which is low enough to be
0.5%?
technically under the legal under the Volstead Act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can sell it because it's under the 5.
I saw some like I'm not going to call it scientific. It was a bunch of dudes in a garage. How much non-alcoholic? Yeah, right. How much non-alcoholic beer do you have to drink to get drunk? And they found the answer.
And
Oh, it was somewhere around like 50 something.
Cases
There's
or
like a
individual.
Individual.
I could do it.
no, you couldn't.
You just have to pee a lot. It's non-alcoholic.
You had a
But-
rush because it's going to be out of your system.
right.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah.
So you can't break the seal.
If
You have to break the seal.
going back on topic, if I recall correctly, though, they were buying cases of it, and if you added sugar to it, it would re-ferment into actual beer.
Oh,
You remember the juices you used to get in school as a kid? Maybe not you.
that was my next point.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
You remember the little single serve juices you used to get? You just do the little foil top,
Oh,
peel
yeah.
it off.
Yep.
Working at the summer camp, we'd get some that come in and you pull them out of the case and you feel them and you go, I'm not serving that to a kid because now it's booze. It's mine now.
You're the brands like Bevo and Anheuser-Busch or Pablo by Pabst.
I think Bevo was Pabst.
Yeah, Pablo by Pabst.
Oh, yeah.
All those breweries are fighting to stay afloat during the dry years. Near beer had an awful taste, so they say. It was flat, weak, and totally disappointing for anyone looking to get a buzz. Because, well, you needed a lot of it.
Because they couldn't.
Yeah. Well, like Mitch said, the bootleggers found out that if you added a grain of if you added sugar, it would bring back the beer. So it became a black market mixer, legal to sell, but illegal to doctor up.
But legal to drink.
But illegal
That's right.
to doctor.
Yes. But after it was doctored, it was
You
legal.
could drink it,
It
yes.
was legal to drink.
But it was illegal to do the doctoring.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we
Is that
move
it?
on.
That's all I got,
You want to do the final Jello shot and get out of the way?
if you insist.
What color are we at now?
Blue.
Blue.
It's UV blue and blue res. Just for you, Phil.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just listen to that sound.
Is this going to bring me back to middle school?
Maybe, I don't know.
Do you have any hairs on it?
Fucking hope.
You want some?
No. Unless it comes from your calves, I'm all set.
I can get behind that one.
Phil's having Vietnam flashbacks.
You got a family member in the chat there, Mitch. Hi, cuz.
Oh, what's up?
There's a lot of repressed memories in that flavor. I just need somebody to hold me.
Oh boy, I guess that makes it my turn, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I decided to start with the alcohol to ice cream transition because Phil had questions about what the breweries did.
I did.
Following the passage of the 18th Amendment, the Americans as a whole turned to ice cream to fill the void left behind because you couldn't get drunk, so you had to do something. God forbid.
I don't know what I'd do.
America figured it out. In 1922 alone, Americans consumed 325 million gallons of ice cream.
Damn.
We got to remember, pre-prohibition Americans were going through apparently per person 5 gallons of alcohol, which sounds like not a lot if you think about
Was that like a year?
a year. 5 gallons per person a year, and my mom drinks 5 gallons of wine a month, so it's not. I hope she's still here. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but I don't. It doesn't feel like a lot. But it was, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, so the bars and shops that didn't end up closing had to find a different way to make money to stay in business. So a great many of them turned to ice cream and became ice cream parlors pretty much overnight. As far as the distilleries and breweries, which I believe was your actual question, they actually already had mass refrigeration facilities, so it was easy enough for them to turn to ice cream production. Anheuser-Busch started selling ice cream using the slogan, "Eat a plate of ice cream every day."
I did.
Yingling began producing prepackaged ice cream with a handle, allowing portability.
Yingling's ice cream also shut down, I think, in the 80s, and then they brought it back sometime in the last decade.
No, by 1928, Yingling was producing 2 million quarts a year.
Jeez.
Nice.
Other breweries, I couldn't find names of the other breweries, but they began producing malt, a grain byproduct necessary for beer, but also, malted milkshakes and things of that nature. It also, during the late 20s, led to the creation of the ice cream truck that we all know and love, popularized by Good Humor. Just random fun tidbits, because Phil wants to fight about it. Dixie cups, or as we all know them up here, Hoodsie cups.
No, just hoodsies.
No, they're Dixie cups originally. Get over it.
They're not hoodsie cups. They're just hoodsies.
Whatever.
No, they're hoodsie cups.
They're Hoodsie
They're
cups.
hoodsies.
No, they're not.
Listen, just because you were around for the creation of the Dixie cup doesn't
There we
mean you know
go.
what
The
they
old
were.
guy
The
jokes.
Dixie
There we
cups
go.
were created in 1923,
Give me the fat guy jokes.
and then it's true. You do hit him with a lot of fat guy jokes.
Look at him. He eats 5
I'm
gallons of
laid
ice
out.
cream in a day.
I'm laid out and comfortable.
And then
You're laid out all right.
the random specific ice cream tidbit I have is the flavor Rocky Road, which is very popular, was actually created to symbolize the Depression, to be the rocky road that the U.S. was traveling to get back to stability. And then that just kind of segues into the ice cream ships of World War II, which I don't have a ton of info on because there are plenty of people that did way more interesting versions of it. But it actually started before Prohibition. Alcohol was banned on all U.S. naval vessels in 1914. So they could only drink when they were in port. They couldn't actually drink on the ships.
I mean, I get it.
But the ships were allowed to carry ice cream.
I get it.
So when Prohibition went full blown, the ships started carrying more and more ice cream.
You got to remember, pre-prohibition, alcohol was so bad in the U.S. that kids would go to factories 3 times a day at like 10, 1, and 4 because the parents were working 12-hour shifts, and they would walk around with a bucket full of beer, and you'd get a mild buzz throughout the day. Routinely, people were paid in booze for working, and then you would settle all business deals with booze. Even George Washington, the original president of the United States, would start his morning with a rum and do the rest of the day feeling pretty good.
Start his morning with a rum.
Yeah.
Grew marijuana.
Hell of a guy.
Great guy.
And then in 1945, the Navy actually created a $1 million ice cream barge to supply smaller barges to create ice cream for the front line in the Pacific Theater of World War II. But you really think about it as a fucking dick move. Like the Japanese are starving 15 miles from home, and the troops from America have fresh ice cream every fucking day.
Yep.
It was also documented that bombing crews would take gallons of it and put it in their ball turrets, and when they would fly and fire the guns over time, it would actually perfectly churn the ice cream. So by the time they landed, they had fresh ice cream.
You imagine that another country's bombing you, just shooting down your buildings, and they get to land and have perfectly made ice cream.
They're not shooting to shoot you down. They're just trying to share the ice cream.
Yeah. Just turning the guns.
All right. Am I
You covering the cheese?
driving? I can.
I mean, I think we should save the cheese for.
Or you want to
Save the cheese.
piss everyone
Save the
off and
cheese.
save the cheese? We're not going to cut the cheese this time.
No, we got about 8 minutes
Cheese
left
is
before
done.
we gotta.
Save the cheese, just like the government.
So, how do you think America would do now with prohibition?
We would storm the Capitol as a nation.
There would be riots. And
Lots of riots.
I mean, the president one of the presidents during Prohibition kept alcohol on the second floor of the White House and routinely drank it. It behind closed doors, I love me some alcohol. Not behind said closed doors, Prohibition is great. Alcohol is bad, and we need to get rid of it. But he's got his own.
Fair enough.
So I don't
Smart man.
think no. Just no.
I mean, shit, they kept all the liquor stores open during COVID as an essential place of business.
essential business.
The 18th Amendment was the only amendment in the Constitution that restricted freedoms. Everything else gives people freedoms or some kind of liberty. Prohibition was the only one that took something away, and it only made it 14 years,
13.
19 to 33.
It officially went into play in 1920.
But so it made it 13 years.
Yeah.
And America went, nah, fam.
We're done.
We're sad, we're poor, give us our booze back.
Fair enough.
Great Depression, that's what happened.
Before we detract too far, if you're more interested in the ice cream ships, or if you want to get a jump on the cheese bunkers, check out the Fat Electrician on YouTube. I believe we're going to link that video.
Yeah, we're gonna.
All right, we're going to link that video. But he's a fantastic storyteller, way better than we are.
That's
And-
for sure.
Well, he does his research.
Well, he also does this for a living.
True.
So definitely check him out. He's fun. He covers it's all history, a lot of heroes, American and other countries, and then fun shit like the ice cream ships for World War II or the secret underground cheese reserve of the U.S. government.
A lot of cheese in the next one.
A lot of cheese.
We got to cover PBR, Kraft.
A lot of
They're
shit to
one and
cover
the
in the
Got milk.
in Prohibition Part 2, whenever that's going to be. But the next episode is going to be us in the recap of April 25th. The park, the
It's gonna be
bubble,
the bar
August?
recap. October.
Alabama. Yeah, our next show, May 1st, I believe that is.
Oh, crap.
May 1st is going to be our recap, probably almost the entire show.
Yeah.
Because we're going to rate the bars, we're going to talk about the bars, the drinks, the
And then-
atmosphere, service.
Mitch Austin and I are going to have to catch you up on the last 3 that you missed.
Yep, probably.
Yeah.
Probably not. I'm going with a spiked Shirley Temple. I think I'll be okay.
Challenge accepted.
Let's go.
But yeah, so April 25th, we're asking anyone and everyone to come and join us. We're not going to have merch, right?
I will have a few extra t-shirts available if anyone would like to purchase one. If you do purchase one, it just helps us out here at the show to upgrade equipment or get new merch or whatever we need on here and be greatly supported.
Buy our stuff.
Give us a shout out, give us a like, give us a follow on all social media. Spotify.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your mom's friends, tell your grandma.
Mom, tell your friends.
Phil's cousin, tell your stripper friends.
No. No.
Mitch's cousin, tell your friends. to all 7 of Ashley's Electronics playing right now to give us our viewers. Tell your friends. Yeah, on that note, April 25th, 7 p.m. Gillis is when we start in the bar crawl. And
We have a Facebook group. We have a Facebook
event for the pub crawl.
That's
Yep.
what I. That's what I meant.
Is that where you were going?
Yep.
Yeah. So the Facebook event for the pub crawl, we'll link that in the notes below as well when this gets posted. Come, fun, have fun. It's gonna be a
night.
It's gonna be a night.
It's gonna get weird.
It's going to be a night to forget.
On that note, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Nope. We'll see him next Friday.
See you next Friday.
We'll see these interwebs in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To everybody else, we'll see you at Gillis.
Come make poor decisions.
Good night.